Hello guys, and welcome to another tutorial from Vintage Radar. Today I'm going to show you how to replace the watch battery on your Casio G-Shock GA-100. And also make sure to stick until the end, because I'm also going to show you how to do the hand alignment. So how to make sure that your digital time matches your analog time, and also how to make sure that this up dial right here is fully aligned. In order to do this correctly, you need to pre-order the CR1220 watch battery type. I'm going to leave a link in the description box below to an Energizer model, because that is going to be more premium. And also, as you can see, I have a screwdriver. We are going to need the cross or Phillips head, as you can see right here, a metallic pair of tweezers that is going to be very useful in order to maneuver everything and also to open the watch battery cage, and then a non-metallic pair of tweezers in order to maneuver the watch battery. In my case, I'm going to use the exact same watch battery because this watch is almost brand new. In case you are just starting out, make sure to go and grab one of these on Amazon. This is going to be the basic watchmaker toolkit, and you are going to find almost all of the tools that I use throughout this video, and also you'll be able to open snap-off bags and screw down bags, as well as adjust metallic bracelets. So this is going to be a great starter kit. So the first thing that we are going to do is to remove the 4 screws on the back. Now, something really important when you do this is to have a piece of the table, so of your workplace, make sure to be empty, so that we can position everything that we remove from our watch in the exact same way that it was positioned initially. This is going to be very useful, especially if you are starting out. So as you can see, I have the metallic buckle right here, so my watch is positioned with the 12 o'clock facing upwards, the G-Shock right there, and I'm going to start to remove the 4 screws. And we are going to use the, as I mentioned, the Phillips head. In case you have been wearing this watch a lot, in case you have a lot of dirt, make sure to pre-clean it a little so that your screws can be removed easily. There is going to be a lot of times where these screws are going to be very hard to move, because they are very hard stick to the back of the watch, because you have all of that dirt that actually keeps them in place. So I'm going to first remove the 4 screws, and then I'm going to take my 4 screws and I'm going to position all of them right here on the left side. As I mentioned, this is where all of my watch parts are going to be positioned. Now, in case you have a different model, you might need to remove the strap as well, in case this bit right here also covers the back of the watch. So that is something that you need to take into consideration. Sometimes you can try to slide it underneath in order to remove the back of the watch. As you can see, I have the Casio logo written this exact way. So I'm going to remove the back of the watch, and I'm going to position it right here as it was initially. And now, as you can see, we also have a plastic cover right here. This is going to hold the movement together, and also it is going to make sure that the metal parts do not touch each other. So I'm going to remove it, and as I mentioned, I'm going to position it in the exact same way that I found it inside the watch. In case you have the option, you can also take pictures with each step so that you do this correctly. Now we have arrived right here, and here we can actually see that here is where we have the watch battery. So make sure not to touch anything else, especially if you are doing this for the first time, because we mainly want to operate right here in order to open the cage, remove the battery, insert the new one, and then also close the cage. As you can see, we have a small sticker right here that I would recommend not to peel it off, because this is going to contain some useful information. As you can see, after battery replacement, we also need to contact AC with minus using a metallic pair of tweezers. This is supposed to be done after replacing the watch battery, and this action right here is going to ensure that most or all of possible errors within your Casio watch are going to be removed. Now, the first thing that we need to do is to open the watch battery cage. So I'm going to rotate my watch so that I can show you this a lot better. And what I want to do is to insert the metallic tip right here on one side in order to push the metallic part towards myself. As you can see, the watch battery also came off. I'm going to remove it, so I'm going to maneuver it with my non-metallic pair of tweezers because, as I mentioned, I'm going to reuse this one. As you can see, this is going to be a Panasonic, more premium watch battery type. There are going to be some Casio G-Shock watches where you can actually insert the pair of tweezers in between these two in order to open the watch battery cage, but on this particular model we need to place it right here. I have some other tutorials where I also show you how to do it when you have the part where you need to insert the metallic pin in between these two right here. As you can see on the watch battery, we have a plus side where we actually can read a little bit of information. So we have Panasonic, which is going to be the watch battery manufacturer, and then we have CR1220. So this is how you can basically know the exact watch battery that any watch uses. So now let's presume that this is my new watch battery. As I mentioned, I'm going to use the exact one because this watch is actually new. So what I want to do is to have the plus side facing myself the exact way that it was found inside the watch, and I'm going to put the watch battery right here. Make sure that the watch is fully inside its space, so it's grooved right there, in order to be able to push down the watch battery cage and to close it correctly. What you can do is actually use one of your fingers in order to apply some pressure, and when you apply pressure right here, you'll be able to hear a small click or snap. That is going to indicate the fact that the watch battery cage has fully closed. You can also look at the front of your watch to make sure that it is ticking. As you can see, we have now already arrived in the hand alignment settings that we need to do at the end. After we have replaced the watch battery, as I mentioned, we also need to do the AC reset. And as you can see, we have a small AC written right here and an arrow that points to the exact place that we need to insert one tip of our metallic pair of tweezers. Then we need to connect that AC with a minus that we can find right here. So I'm going to take my metallic pair of tweezers, insert one tip right here, and then the other one where we have this small circle right here. So I'm going to leave this just like that for 3 seconds, and then I'm going to make sure once again that the display is working. Now that I have also done the AC reset, now I need to put the watch back together, and then once again make sure to also watch the video until the end because I'm also going to show you how to do the hand alignment. In case you have moved the watch movement inside, make sure to position it perfectly. So make sure to align it perfectly as it was initially, and make sure that the buttons are touching these metallic plates right here. Then we are going to take the plastic and we are going to position it as it was initially. As you can see, I managed to push it inside from the first attempt. Now I'm going to hold the watch just like this so that I can better show you what I'm doing. Now I'm going to take the gasket, so the O-ring, and I'm going to position it right here inside this groove. Make sure to take your time and make sure that the O-ring is perfectly positioned just like this. This is going to ensure that water resistance, and a lot of you are going to ask whether after you have replaced the watch battery by yourself, your water resistance on your Casio G-Shock watch is going to be the same, so that 200 or 100 meters of water resistance. The answer is yes, as long as you do all the steps correctly. In case you have used your watch a lot, make sure to also grease the watch gasket as well. Now the next step is going to be to position the back as it was initially, so make sure to have the writing facing the correct way, and I'm going to make sure that the holes align perfectly so that I can now place in the screws. Now I'm going to take all the 4 screws and position them in their holes, so one by one. You can even try to screw down one of them to make sure that the back is in place. What you don't want to do is to screw the first screw all the way, because you don't want to have all the tension just on one side of the watch. You want to tighten them all the way at the end. So I'm going to take the screwdriver. I'm going to tighten the first one almost all the way. Then I'm going to go and do this to the others as well. Make sure that your screws are perfectly straight when you screw them down, because if you do this at an angle, you might actually damage the resin case that Casio G-Shock watches have, and in time, if you do this process several times, that is going to actually damage the place where the screws go in. Now, as you can see, I have reached the end, and I'm going to now tighten the screws all the way. So you want to have them tight, but not try to overcome that maximum resistance, because if you do so, you can actually decrease the water resistance that your back and the gasket are going to provide you with. So make sure not to try to apply too much pressure, so do not overdo it. Make sure to have the exact perfect pressure at the end. Now, when you are going to take the watch, in case you press the adjust button while trying to put the movement inside or at the end to make sure that the movement is all the way, you will have the current time displayed. In order to arrive at the settings for the hand alignment, we are going to press and hold the forward button, and you are going to hear a small beep, and we are going to arrive at age set. And the first thing that we can set, as you can see right here, is going to be the sub. So the sub dial right here. And this one should be pointing perfectly at 12 o'clock. So as you can see, in my case, it isn't positioned correctly. You won't be able to go backwards, so only forward, and the pressing and holding won't give you the speed scroll option. So we need to press one by one, and you want to make sure at the end that you are positioning it perfectly at 12 o'clock. So make sure to go one by one, and when you have it perfectly positioned at 12 o'clock, we are going to stop right here, and then we are going to press the mode button in order to also arrive at aligning the watch hands of the watch. Here you can see that we have 00, so the watch presumes that it is midnight. So when you are changing the watch battery, it presumes that it has been replaced at midnight. So as you can see, we have 00, and we need our watch hands to both be perfectly at 12 o'clock where midnight would be. In this particular case, we can go backwards, as you can see right here, and we can also press and hold in order to speed scroll. So if you press and hold one of these buttons, it is going to speed scroll in one direction, and when you press any of them, it is going to stop. So now I can also go forward, as you can see right here, and I can press any of the two buttons on the right in order to stop. The closest way for me is going to be to go backwards. So as you can see, I am at 3 o'clock, and now I'm going to go at 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock, and when I arrive at perfectly or very close to 12 o'clock, I'm going to pause. In this case, I can go a little bit further away, because I can also go in the opposite direction. So I'm going to try to pause it. As you can see, it was not perfectly at 12 o'clock, and I'm going to go a little bit in the opposite direction. As you can see right here, it is now positioned perfectly at 12 o'clock. In case you are not sure, you can go one bit to the right and then one bit backwards, so to the left. And as you can see right now, we have 00 and midnight as well. If I press the mode button once again, it is going to arrive once again at the sub. And then if I press it once again, it is going to arrive once again at the setting of the main hands. In order to finalize the process, I'm going to press the adjust button, and now everything should be pointing correctly. So the top sub dial should be pointing at 0, and now we have 12 and 12 minutes, and as you can see here, we have 12 and 12, and now my watch is showing 12 and 12. In case you have the date displayed right here in your home screen, you can press the bottom right pusher in order to switch between the date and the time. So in case you want to watch the full guide with all the functions and features of the Casio GA-100, I'm also going to leave a link in the description box below to the full manual, so make sure to watch that as well in order to know how to do all the settings and also to know all the cool features that this particular model has. So guys, that was the full guide that I had for you today on how to replace the watch battery on your Casio GA-100, so the G-Shock GA-100, and also how to do the hand alignment at the end in order to make sure that your watch is fully aligned and working properly. And in case you enjoyed this video guys, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to this YouTube channel, it really means a lot. Let me know in the comment section below if you managed to do this process correctly, if this video was helpful. If you had any difficulties, make sure to leave a comment, maybe I can help you out or make a future video about that exact issue. Also, if you would like to purchase your first vintage watch, make sure to check out our website vintageradar.com because we have thousands of vintage watches for sale, link in the description box below. Thank you guys for watching. I'm going to see you on the next video, so make sure to be subscribed.